Hey, Remedy.
Hello, friends. Welcome to our story hour with the incredible micropress Flamingo Rampant. I'm Tristan Reese. I'm the Director of Family Formation at Family Equality, which is the nation's leading nonprofit dedicated to supporting LGBTQ plus families and those who support them. I'm actually in my living room, which is different from me. Usually I'm in like my office or like office setting because I was planning for my kids to join me for this and they haven't decided not to join me. And if that isn't parenting in the quarantine in a nutshell, I don't know what is. So I'm just going to be real with you so that you know that everyone is in this together. The reason that I'm so excited to bring this to you today is because, you know, in my family, we have 2 kids who are adopted. We have 1 kid that I gave birth to myself. You can maybe hear him playing behind me at the table. As a transgender dad, as a, 2-dad household, as a household with kids who come to our family from many different ways, it's actually been really hard to not see our family's story reflected in books. And I think just as importantly, to not see other people's families reflected in books. Because we don't want to just see ourselves, we also want to be building empathy for families who are different from us. And that has been really hard. It was really hard for the sort of first 5 years of raising our big kids. And then Flamingo Rampant came along. And I'm incredibly fortunate to actually be personal friends with Bear and Jay, who run Flamingo Rampant out of Canada. And it was really their mission to find books that told different kinds of family stories. And, there are lots of stories where there are sort of like non-traditional or alternative or diverse or more representative families, and then the book isn't even about that. So it's just a really, really, really beautiful project, and I'm so excited to bring it to you all. So we're going to be hearing first from Toby Hillmeyer, who is someone I've known in the trans world. I was trying to remember, how do I know Toby? And I was like, I mean, we're just trans together. And so Toby's going to start us off by reading one of our family's favorite books. Are you going to start with The Princess of Great Daring, or are you going to start with The Baby Shower? Okay. Yeah. And so I'm going to turn it over to Toby, who also has the most beautiful baby. Toby and Remedy.
Yes. So this is my baby Remedy. So my name's Toby Hillmeyer. I use she, her pronouns. This is Remedy, who, at least for now, we're using they, them pronouns. And so this is my book, Princess of Great Daring. And I also, if we have time for it, have another book from Flamingo Rampant that I co-wrote with my partner called Superpower Baby Shower. And so I'll start by saying, for A Princess of Great Daring, I kind of had this idea in my head when I saw another children's book that someone put online. What are you watching right now? Do you want to look at the computer? Yeah, look, it's you right now. You're on the computer, and a lot of people can see you. So I saw another children's book that had a young trans girl princess and a young butch cis girl princess, and kind of like told their story of their adventures together, and eventually that they're able to all do all the things that they want to be doing, and it did kind of have a nice happy ending. But it also had the effect of saying that, like, that the
Okay, read this book.
Well, it looks like Toby's frozen, so we're just going to give her 1 second to get that figured out. My son, Leo, wants to say hi. Want to say hi, Leo?
Hi.
There you go. And I can actually start reading this incredible book. What's this book called? Do you remember?
I don't know.
A Princess of Great Daring.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we love this book for so many reasons. All right, by Toby Hill Meyer, who hopefully will be back very soon and will be able to pick up where I'm leaving off. Illustrated by Eleanor Tazinski. All right. Jamie hadn't seen her very best friends, Liam, Jackson, and Madison, all summer. She was very excited that she'd see them in just a few more minutes. This one's Jamie, and then those are her friends. Are you sure you're ready to tell your friends that you're a girl now? Asked her Mama E. Are you sure you don't want us to help you tell them? Asked her Mama M. It's okay, Jamie said. I'll be fine. You can see Jamie's face here. What do you think Jamie's feeling?
I don't know.
How does Jamie look like she's feeling to you guys out there?
Dad.
I think maybe a little worried, maybe a little hopeful. Yeah. That's the great thing about really good illustrations is they let you bring your own ideas to the story. Right. When they got to Jackson's house, Liam, Jackson, and Madison were already playing. If you need to come home early, you know you can call us, her mom said. I know, Jamie said. She hopped out of the car and ran to join her friends. Jamie, you're just in time, Madison yelled. We're playing Rescue the Princess. Yeah, Liam said. We each get to be princes or knights, and we're going to fight a dragon.
That's not nice.
That's not nice. You're right. Fighting can be really not nice.
Well, what's this?
Oh, this one's Jackson. Jackson's my favorite character. I'm going to be a smart and strategic prince who always knows just what to say.
Why have we been?
Says Jackson. That's right. Jackson does look very tall. Yeah.
Why make it? Why make that?
Why did they make that? I don't know. I think that Jackson's my favorite character, though. I'm going to be a charming and beautiful prince who everyone wants to be friends with, said Liam. Look at the very fancy outfit.
I like that one.
I know, I like that one too. I'm going to be a brave and strong knight who can beat anyone in a fight, says Madison. Brave and strong. Those are good things to be too. They all turn to Jamie. What kind of prince are you going to be? What does Jamie say?
I don't know.
Jamie says, I'm going to be a princess. That's perfect, says Madison. We can all come and rescue you.
What is that?
Well, they want to rescue the princess because they think that maybe the princess needs to be rescued. No, that's not the kind of princess I'm going to be, said Jamie. I'm going to be a princess of great daring. I can climb and run and keep up with any of you. I'll wear the most beautiful dresses for parties with Liam. I'll challenge Jackson's wits in chess, and Madison and I will train together to be strong, and the four of us will be the best friends across the land. It's a very fun princess. But if the princess can take care of herself, then who are we going to rescue? Said Madison. What if you all rescue me? Said Liam. Perfect, said Jackson. We'll all be hanging out at the castle, having tea. Out of nowhere, a dragon swoops down and grabs Liam and flies away. Liam, help!
What you this?
Oh, that's when it's saying, Liam, they're worried and scared because the dragon took their friend. And what does Liam say?
I don't know.
Help!
What's this?
Well, that one is Madison. That one's Madison. That's right. Quick, we must see where it is going, said Jackson. I know, said Jamie. I'll climb the castle wall. You're still not high enough. I'll jump to a nearby tree and climb to the top. Are you a good climber?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you a good climber out there? Oh, it looks like Toby is back. Toby, if you don't mind jumping to where did the dragon go, said Jackson. It would be so much better if the author was reading the story instead of me.
Yeah. Sorry, I lost internet connection for a little bit.
No
but
problem. You're back.
Yeah, we're back now. So so here we are. And it's let's make sure you can actually see this. The lighting's not quite right here, but okay. Where did the dragon go? Said Jackson. Into a cave by the mountains. Well, let's go get it and rescue Liam, said Madison. There's Madison, very excited to go off and find Liam. And then they're going along. It takes almost an hour, almost all day to make it to the cave. But now there's a giant boulder blocking it, says Jackson. No problem, said Madison. I can push it out of the way. The giant door behind the boulder, said Jackson. Madison yelled, I charge forward and knock the door down. How should we deal with the dragon? Asked Jackson. We'll fight it, said Madison. The three of us can take anything. But dragons are really big, said Jamie. Maybe we can sneak past it. I know what to do, said Jackson. I'm going to talk to it. Dragon, called out Jackson. Tell us why you've kidnapped our friend. Wait, it's okay, yelled Liam. The dragon's name is Jessica, and she was just feeling lonely and wanted to ask me how I have so many friends. But now she refuses to let me go. Jackson, you should tell the dragon that we can be her friends, said Jamie. I will, said Jackson. But first, I need to have a long conversation with the dragon. We will talk about our families and find things we have in common. And then I will find out what is making her so sad. And finally, I'll tell her we can all be her friends, but only if she can play nice and stop kidnapping people. Hooray, said Liam. But also, I hurt my foot when she flew me away, so I need someone to carry me all the way back. That was an awesome game. I'm really glad to see you all again, said Jamie. I'm glad you're back too, said Madison. You make a really awesome princess. Thanks, said Jamie. That's probably because I'm really a girl, even though people always thought I was a boy since I was born. I wanted to tell you today because next week I have to tell all the people at school. Is there something we should do that could help? Asked Jackson. Well, you can be sure to say she and her when you talk about me, Jamie said. And if someone says, why is that boy wearing a dress? You can say, that's our friend Jamie and she's a girl. I think it will be okay, Jamie said. I'm just a little bit nervous. Yeah. Well, lucky for you, you have a strong knight on your side, said Madison. And a clever diplomat, said Jackson. And a cheerful charmer, said Liam. And then they went back to playing. The four of them really were the best friends in the land. And they always knew just how to help each other out. The end. So I was saying that part of the fun kind of motivation for writing this story was I read another story that I really liked about a tomboy princess and a trans girl princess. But then it kind of said that the tomboy could learn how to fight with swords and become a warrior queen to protect her people, and the trans girl could learn how to sew and wear beautiful dresses beloved by her people. And I kind of thought, that's not exactly fair or even. And I wanted to be able to have a story where the trans girl princess could wear pretty dresses and fight and run and jump and play. Remedy. Let's see. So here, Remedy, would you like it if I read you another book? This one is called Superpower Baby Shower. Yeah. No. Do you actually really want me to read this book? Okay, so this is not a Flamingo Rampant book, but I don't think Remedy is going to stop screaming unless I read it. So I'm going to go ahead and read Punk Farm. I'm going to read it. Punk Farm on Tour. So this is one of Remedy's favorite books, and it's book time, and Remedy wants to read it. So that's what we're going to do. And here is Farmer Joe driving away. And while Farmer Joe packs for the National Tractor Society conference in Reno, Punk Farm gears up for their first big tour. We leave in a few days, and we don't even have a killer song yet, Chicken points out. Cow taps a beat on her drums. Inspiration will hit. Guys, we have something bigger than a song to worry about, interrupts Sheep. How are we going to get anywhere in a broken down van? And even more important, how are we going to get anywhere in style in that beat up old thing? Adds Pig. I'll get this engine running, dude, says Goat. I guess we could paint the van, suggested Pig. I'll get the paint, offers Chicken. And I'll pack the instrument, says Cow. This is going to be the best tour ever. And then Punk Farm goes on tour. Soon, the rock van is ready to roll, and Punk Farm hits the road. Their first show is in Maine. Finding Maine is easy, but finding their first show isn't. I think we should take a right, says Pig. Sheep doesn't agree. The map says to stay straight. We're never gonna get there on time, cries Chicken. Chill, homie, says Goat. Everyone hold your horses, Cow exclaimed. It's right up here. Okay. Backstage, Punk Farm is worried if the crowd will like their new song. I think we have our next big hit, says Sheep. Just follow my lead. The club manager pokes his head in. You guys are on. And there's the club manager, who's an owl. The wheels on the van go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the van go round and round, all through the town. Great show, Cow cheers. Let's go, says Sheep. Just a minute, says Pig. Their second show is in Florida. Their trip is slowed down by the rain. What if nobody shows up because it's raining, worries Chicken. Goat looks out the window. The rain is beautiful, man. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus van go swish, 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 all through the town. Are you liking this book, Remedy? Are you glad we're reading this one? Okay. Cow high fives everyone. We were awesome. Squeals chicken. Pig, pig, yells sheep. Things become tense when a tire pops on the way to Texas. I'd help, but I don't want to get dirty, says Pig. Just take the tire, Cow pleads. And here they are in Texas. The tires on the van go pop, 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 pop. The tires on the van go pop, 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 all through the town. This really is Remedy's favorite book. We've rocked it, shouts Cow. Pig, sheep's patience is thin. On the way to Colorado, the van breaks down. Chicken throws her wings in the air. We'll never make it to our last show. Goat shakes his head. This isn't good, is it? Asks Pig. But they make it anyway. The engine in the van goes clank, 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 clank. The engine in the van goes clank, 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 all through the town. Yeah. Peace out, Colorado. Farmer Joe heads home in an airplane. Punk Farm races home in the rock van. Who will get there first? It's Punk Farm without a second to spare. I sure did miss you guys while I was gone, says Farmer Joe. Hope it wasn't too quiet on the farm. The end.
No.
No, you don't want it to be over? You don't want it to be over. Do you want one more final all through the town? All through the town. Yeah. And that was Punk Farm on Tour by Jarrett Krozowska, who's not a Flamingo Rampant book, but Remedy's favorite book, who just is very much liking that book and not necessarily wanting to do any others. But let's see. Hi, Tristan.
Hi. So, I would love to hear your baby shower book as well. And I know we have another author who's going to be joining us in just a minute. Or need a minute to get Remedy to just settle a little bit.
Yeah, if you want to switch over to another author, I'll try and get Remedy to settle. And then if there's still time, we can come back to do the baby shower book.
Sounds great. All right. Well, so we actually are still waiting on another person to join us, but I can just show you some of the amazing Flamingo Rampant books. We have a lot of them. This is one of our favorites, Power Poems for Small Humans, M for Mustache, The Newspaper Pirates, which my family tried to get me to read today, but this author is actually joining us for our Flamingo Rampant Story Hour Part 2, which is happening in a few weeks, so I don't want to spoil it for anyone. And then, of course, the classic, Is That for a Boy or a Girl, by one of the Flamingo Rampant founders, Esper Bergman. Yeah. And so since we are just waiting for one more person to join, Leo, I'm going to be reading your book that you wanted. This one is also not a Flamingo Rampant book. It's by a small press called Little Feminists. And this is a short one, which is great because we only have a little bit of time before our final author hops on. So this is We Are Little Feminists Families, requested by my toddler. Family is tall shoulders that I can climb. Dance parties Anytime. Leo, do you like to dance? Yeah.
No, I like
Do
that.
you like to dance? Okay, show me a dance move right now. You could do the rainbow from yesterday's dance workout video that we did. Rainbow. Big belly laughs we can share. Silly faces without a care. Do you like silly faces?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Can you show them a silly face? Oh, they can't see you. There we go. That's a good one. All our love piled in a heap. A comfy place for me to sleep. Turn the page. Thank you. Family is sticky treats dripping down chins. Goofy show all my teeth grins. Oh, I love that one. Oh, good job showing all your teeth, Leo. Strong hands holding me steady. Oh, sorry. You can't see. Oh, you're holding my hand. That's right. Here we go. Sorry. Many hands helping me get ready. This is a very familiar scene in my house with a bunch of people all in the same exact room. I don't know why. There's so many rooms in the house. Jumping up, high and free. Counting to the beat. 1, 2, 3. Are you ready for the next page?
Yeah. That's you.
Yeah. Holding me close as I grow. And that's me. I'd never been in a book before. This is very exciting.
And I get in your tummy.
And you were in my tummy. That's
When
right.
I go in your
While
tummy.
you grew. That's right. Yeah, I grew you inside of my belly. Family is love from my head to my toes. I don't know that family, but we can show it to everyone who's watching because they are beautiful. Family is love from my head to my toes. Amazing. Yes. I see that Angel Arahoya has joined us, and I'm really excited about that. And we would love to hear 47,000 beads. Angel, if that's okay. Hey.
Hey.
Thank you
So
much.
nice to see everyone.
Good to see you too.
Hi.
I know where I first met you. Why are you making silly faces?
Wait, I'm going to make room for my co-author here.
Oh, hey.
We give both of us. Actually, go grab a copy of the book so you can show pictures like the wait.
Oh,
We're going to make it a team effort over here.
I love that. And I definitely met you in New York City a long time ago, probably at Folsom Street Fair East or something like that. And so
that is entirely possible.
Now, all these years later, you're writing
and
children's
look at this tiny human you have hanging out with you. What a dear.
I am incredibly lucky. Oh my gosh, I am. It's both of you.
Hold up the book. Yes. And it's both of us and our book. You got to put it in the camera. Up higher. Ah, nice.
Amazing, amazing. Would you mind just starting by telling us a little bit about why you wanted to write this story? Why?
Yes, of course.
Really?
Oh, there you are. Oh, you're popping in and out. So the reason that we collaborated on writing this story is neither of us had ever seen a book about a two-spirit kid. There are definitely books about two-spirit adults, and the same way that there are books about LGBTQ and gender creative and all kinds of other kids, we wanted there to be a book for two-spirit kids. And our main character might have slight autobiographical roots. You can't see me pointing. And it's always so important to get to see a story that's like your story in a book, especially when you are small. So that's why we wrote this. And we're really excited to share it with you today. And I'm wearing one of my pieces of beadwork that I always wear when we read this story in person so that people can look at it and see how many, I'm going to hold it up to the camera, how many oh, where's the camera? No, I'm terrible at this. Teeny, tiny beads are on there. Because when we made the title 47,000 beads, it was partly because we like that number, but partly because it really takes about that many beads to make a set of regalia for a kid about the size of Peyton, who's the main character in our book. So that's the story. Shall we go ahead and read?
I can't hear,
Oh.
so I only hear you.
I put it on this because it records better, but we might. So shall we go ahead and read the book?
Yeah,
There you
go
are.
ahead and get started.
Yay, awesome. I was looking for it in the chat. I love that we're all learning together how to be together even when we can't see each other in person.
Try
So
to do this.
it's really, yeah, we're gonna try to stand this up and
Yeah.
go like this.
Yeah,
There
let's
we
do
go.
like that.
So you can really see these cool pictures.
Oh my God.
Okay, so the first page doesn't, go ahead and flip in, doesn't have any words. Let me back up there. You can just see the kid who the book is about. That's Peyton right there. And her family are getting ready to leave the powwow. So the next page is where the story begins. Peyton's Auntie Ayoda came into her room. Time for bed. But before sleep, tell me, why do you not dance powwow with us, little one? Because Peyton clearly likes to dance. Peyton shrugged and flopped down on her bed. Come on now, said her auntie. Tell me. All in a rush, Peyton said, I don't want to jingle dance, Auntie. I don't want to wear a dress. Peyton, there are many dances, Auntie said gently. There are many regalias. And this dress on this page is called a jingle dress. Peyton started to cry. Finally, she said, there's just none for kids like me. Auntie smiled at Peyton and started undoing her braid. I think I'm beginning to understand. You sleep now. Tomorrow's a new day and I know someone who can help. In the morning, Auntie Ayoda baked bread and went to go see a friend. She found Elle working and said, Ho, how's it today, grandparent? Here's Elle over here, bringing some tasty bread to share. Elle put down their tools and answered, it's a good day. What way can I help you today, Ayoda? Auntie Ayoda gave Elle the bread she'd baked and they sat down together in a shady spot. When they were settled, Auntie explained that she wanted to talk about her niece, Peyton. Elle asked, Peyton's the small, quiet one? Oh yes, that's the one, said Auntie Ayoda. You've noticed her? I've noticed that I always see her keeping time with her feet, but she doesn't dance. She looks at the dancers like she wants badly to dance. Like in her heart, she's dancing. She's a shy child, asked Elle. And just a little note, some of the people in this book are also real people. This is our friend and elder, Elle Frank. Peyton is special, grandparent. I think her path is two-spirit. I think she wants regalia like her brother and uncle. She feels alone, but I know she isn't. I want her that she's not. Well, said Elle, I'm happy to share teachings with her and to guide while she learns which path is hers to walk. But I think you want more than just that, yeah? Ayoda laughed. You saw that too? I was hoping you'd help me with getting regalia together for her, the kind she really wants. I know it's a lot to ask. It's a big job, yeah, but that's why we have a community. Let me ask around. Are you still beading too, Ayoda? Let's draw it up. This is the drawing of all the pieces that they're going to make. On the way home, Ayoda called her sister Shapa, Peyton's other auntie, and asked if she'd make Peyton's new beaded belt and headband. Maybe use lots of orange. It's her favorite. Then she sat down with Peyton's mom, Mika, to explain.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. They spoke late into the... Her mom asked, should I be worried? Ayoda said, no, sister, you should make her a ribbon shirt and pants to match. You'll see, she'll finally get out in the arena where she's meant to be. Who else should she ask? Auntie sent an email to the grandmother who first taught her how to bead. Winona was still making regalia and said she'd be glad to help, even if she needed a magnifying glass to see all the tiny beads on Peyton's harness and aprons. That's a good way that you can still see all the beads, is use a magnifying glass. Auntie Ayoda called her cousin all the way in Montana. He was so excited to make a set of beautiful armbands and cuffs for Peyton's new regalia. He sent them with a blessing to sing at the powwow for her and with a hug for Peyton. Last, but maybe most important, Elle offered to make Peyton's moccasins. They had turtles on the toes. Do you see the turtles? To give endurance for the dance and to make Peyton's feet feel grounded to the earth. Peyton was in her room getting ready for the giveaway and potluck. It was one of her favorite and best parts of the powwow. Her aunties and mama would drum and sing, and there would be as much of all her favorite foods as she could eat. What should I give away, Peyton thought. Her mother said, it's always something you value that you give first. Wait, I've got it. You see what she's thinking? Peyton got down the abalone shell that she'd put up on the shelf. She held it and remembered how happy she'd been to get it and how it had made her smile all year when she looked at it. Perfect. When they got to the potluck, Auntie Ayoda said, Peyton, I have a special giveaway for you this time. You've heard how when I was a girl, how I wanted to drum, but all the drummers were men where I lived. Now you know I'm head singer on our drum here. My family believed in me and honored me, and today I am grateful to do the same for you. Our whole family wants to give this gift to you, but the person to give it is a new teacher for you, Ayoda said, taking out by the This grandparent will stories and help you find your path. Aho Takoja. That's Lakota for hello, grandchild, said Elle, greeting Peyton. I have such stories to tell you about people from all the nations who carry two spirits inside of them. I can't wait to tell them to you. Peyton, your Chiospe, which is Lakota for family, and community stand behind me to give you this gift, and may you dance strong in it tomorrow, Elle said. Peyton unwrapped each package and heard who had made it and given it with her mother and Auntie Ayoda sitting beside her. The next day at the powwow, this is my favorite picture in the whole book. In the arena with her auntie drumming an honor song, Peyton was finally dancing. Dancing as herself, not as a boy or as a girl, but as Peyton in her 47,000 beads. Didn't her regalia turn out beautiful? And Flamingo Rampant often doesn't do this kind of thing, but we have in the back of our book a glossary because we used some words that people might not be familiar with. I don't think you're able to read it on the screen. It's okay. When you pick up this book at your house, you can read the glossary. The glossary tells you about words like powwow and regalia. It tells you what a jingle dress is, what two-spirit means, what a giveaway is, what an honor song is, and so you can learn more about the words that we used in this book that you might not already know. So that is our book. That's the end of our book, 47,000 Beads, and we really appreciate the chance to get to share it with you today, and we hope you enjoyed it. And we hope that you can buy it and have it at your house so that you can look very carefully and see if you can find where all the beads are.
Amazing. That was so beautiful. Thank you both so much for sharing it. It's just a beautiful story. And I just wonder how my life might have been different if I had had access to this level of richness of cultures that were different from mine. And I'm sure other families feel the same. And where can someone go and buy your book and the other Flamingo Rampant books? Shoot, I'm not able to hear you. Hold on one second. You might have muted yourself. We may be able to unmute you on our end. Or I may be able to just tell people what I believe the answer is, which is to go to the Flamingo Rampant website, which is flamingorampant.com. Yeah, okay, we're not able to unmute you, so I'm so sorry about that. But thank you again so much for reading such a fantastic book. It was really, really beautiful. We loved it. Great. And now, Oh, I'm not going to read that book right now, my love, because we're going to go back to one of our other authors, Toby, who is going to close us out by reading her other book, which, I mean, is it disappointing to like not have one of your books be your baby's favorite book?
Well, I kind of wrote these books for more of a 4 to 8-year-old age range. So 18 months, it may become their favorite book later, but yeah, no, I get it. They want the Wheels on the Bus book.
This is our friend Toby. Honestly, it's just your first lesson of many lessons in which you will learn that you are a horrible disappointment to your children and not as cool as you thought you were.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm only partially kidding. I have a 12-year-old, so,
Yeah.
All right. Well, we would love to close out by hearing your beautiful baby shower book, if you're able to share.
Yeah, definitely. So this is Super Power Baby Shower, and I'll just dive right into it. So I'm in my pajamas and I brushed my teeth, Maya said to all 3 of her parents. That means it's story time. Yes, replied Rourke. 1 story and then bed. And tonight, we have a very special story for you. It all happened on the day of your baby shower, when I was very pregnant with you, said Victoria. Was Granny Awesome there? Asked Maya. Granny Awesome was the first to arrive, said Rourke. She always makes a dramatic entrance. After Granny, they told her, came Eli, hopping down the street, jumping over people and even cars, carrying Jaden and their younger sister, Riley. Lance arrived next on his bike. He gets so super nervous about traffic, he was using his special Zone of Peace force field to stay calm. Uncle Adam and Amma Fatma were there too, and they brought your cousin Tucker with them. Adam and Fatma only fly when they are on superhero missions, but Tucker likes to fly all the time. La Inventadora was well enough to come to the party. She brought her robot workbench with her, of course. And Midwife Harper came at the exact same time. She brought all kinds of things for the party, and for when you were ready to be born, too. Tucker led a game of silly stories. We played Pin the Baby on the Tummy and decorated blocks. Jaden had fun showing off their jellyfish powers and squirmed through a maze the kids made. When it was time for cake and gifts, Granny Awesome gave us your giant play castle with slide and climbing rope. There's Granny Awesome lifting the whole thing. La Inventadora gave us her gift next. It was Helper Robot, and Helper was so helpful that it unwrapped itself. But when Lance and Eli were giving us their gift, Granny Awesome got a phone call from her friend Patricia, who runs a wolf sanctuary. Patricia needed help right away. Victoria said, Rourke and Nova, you can go help Granny Awesome fix this. I'll use my telepathy to keep everyone in communication. La Inventadora, Fatima, and Adam said that they would go help. Lance and Eli volunteered to stay behind with Midwife Harper and the kids, but Tucker wanted to go on the mission too. Please, he said. I'm ready. I can help. Okay, you can come, Fatima said reluctantly, but you have to stay right next to us. And said Adam. Everyone who couldn't fly climbed on top of La Inventadora's workstation. Adam and Fatima each grabbed a side and off they all flew. And there's the whole team flying away. The 7 heroes arrived at the wolf sanctuary. Patricia and her grandson Micah explained. A windstorm knocked a tree onto the fence that was around one of the wolf enclosures, and the 2 youngest wolves got scared and ran off. They're lost, and we need to find them. How can we help? Asked Rourke. We need to find the missing wolves and repair the fence, said Patricia. Also, we need food for both wolves and humans. Everyone missed their dinner. Then Rourke said, I'll use my super speed and find them quickety-quick. But Micah replied, wait, if the wolf cubs see someone they don't know, they'll just get more scared. They'll feel much safer if they see someone they trust. Adam, Fatima, and Tucker flew off to search for the wolves from the air. Micah searched for them on the ground. It was so windy. That made the search much harder, but Victoria helped by using her telepathy to keep them connected. The wild wind made repairing the fence much harder, but with Patricia's guidance, Granny Awesome's super strength, and Rourke's super speed, they got the job done. In the outdoor kitchen, La Inventadora and Nova used their superpowers and super helpers to make a big, delicious meal for everyone. The flying team searched and searched. They flew and flew. Finally, Adam and Fatima spotted the lost wolves and told Micah exactly where they were through Victoria's telepathy. Far on the other side of a huge highway. Micah said, I need to get to them right away. Cars are dangerous to wolves. So Fatima, Adam, and Tucker lifted Micah up and flew him over the highway to his missing friends. The wolves were so excited to see Micah. They had been scared and lonely on their own. When all her work was done, Victoria told everyone, Midwife Harper says that I need to stop using my telepathy and rest now. Come home safely as soon as you can. It took Micah a long time to bring the wolves home. He had to lead them around the highway, but when he did, the wolves were overjoyed to be home and reunited with their pack mates. The 7 heroes finally returned to the party late at night. When they did, there was a big surprise waiting for them. While they were gone, the baby was born. And that, my love, is how we got the best baby shower gift of all. The end. So this book was really special to write. I co-wrote it with my partner Faye Onyx, and we really tried to balance a lot of different kinds of issues and representation that's important to us and in our lives and in our community. So you could probably see that there was some disability representation, and that it's a 3-parent family. And also one of my favorite things about this book is getting to have the opportunity to kind of show what it means to be a superhero and how you can help and how sometimes the flashiest job is not the help that is needed. And so sometimes the help is it's more about being a support help, and that might mean repairing a fence or cooking a meal, and not just like flying in with super speed to go save the day in a direct way. But it is still like just as meaningful and important, and that it's really important to ask people what kind of help they need. And so those were some of that's some of the fun stuff about Superpower Baby Shower, which was a part of the second Flamingo Rampant bundle. And that's my story.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. I shared with you that this is one of the few Flamingo Rampant books that I don't own and haven't read. So I was hearing it for the first time too, along with everyone who's watching this live stream. So thank you so much for writing such a beautiful book and for sharing it with us today. Yeah. So I do want to just let everyone know that Flamingo Rampant actually does their own daily story hour, and so you can check them out on Facebook, Flamingo Rampant, to see Bear reading those incredible and beautiful books, and you can go to their website as well and buy your own. And the important thing to remember, I think, is at a time like this, we want to go for speed, and we want to go for the thing that is most familiar to us when we're buying our books. And so I just really want to remind people that small micro presses like Flamingo Rampant, people who are doing this kind of work need your support now, truly more than ever. I'm like sick of people saying now more than ever, but it's true. And so rather than defaulting to some of the giant places where you can buy your books, where maybe they're not going to be as diverse and beautiful as you wish they were, now is a really good time. Your dollar is going to go even further in supporting amazing authors like Toby, and amazing presses like Flamingo Rampant. So yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And to check out all of our other events that we are doing, you can go to our website, familyofquality.org. In just a little bit, we're going to be featuring the author of... just holding up my computer, if you can believe that. We're going to be featuring Robin Stevenson, who wrote this sweet book, Kid Activist, which I really love. And Robin did a creative writing workshop for us for kids a couple weeks ago, and it was just really amazing. My 9-year-old loved it and is still writing that story that she thought of as part of that workshop. So that's an amazing thing to check out. For parents, this evening we're actually going to be having two dads who are authors, gay dads who are authors, reading from their books, and so that's going to be a really amazing event. Next week we have an evening event as well with one of my favorite people and authors, Andrew Solomon, who wrote Far from the Tree, and The Noonday Demon, and has done an amazing and millions of TED Talks, and he's been on The Moth, and he's just an incredible hero, especially I think Toby, thinking about family structures that don't look the way that other families look. Andrew has, I think, 4 kids in 3 states with 8 parents. It's just like this beautiful, like totally creative way that they've managed to put together this beautiful life, and all these kids that have a lot of love in their lives. So we're working on a lot of things for you. And if there's anything else we can do to serve your family, anything that you wish that was happening out in the world, we want to build it for you. So be sure to let us know through our website. So thank you so much to Flamingo Rampant. Thank you to everyone for watching. And I hope you all have a beautiful weekend, even if it doesn't feel like a weekend. Bye, everyone.
Bye.